I go my way alone, free and easy like a rolling stone. I'm strictly on my own, not the marrying kind. I'm happy being free. No girl.
Hello, welcome to Red Talks. I was recently in Las Vegas on a business trip, and something interesting happened there, and I'd like to share the story with you guys. So, if you've never been to Las Vegas, or you're not really familiar with kind of the touristy things they have there, they have these shooting ranges where tourists can go in and shoot machine guns and other crazy, military guns that you can't really shoot other places. And I happen to be shopping for a particular gun that's kind of hard to find, and I found one at this shooting range called Battlefield Las Vegas. And I'm playing some video here for you guys to check out. It's kind of cool, actually. In the parking lot, they had kind of like a military vehicle museum with a bunch of tanks and other things. They had a helicopter and other types of vehicles. So you can check that out as this video plays. It's kind of neat. But anyway, I went into this shooting range. I did not shoot the gun because it was a real big frickin' ripoff to shoot it. You only got like 20 rounds of ammunition for $125. And I was like, nah, no thank you. But anyway, to get to the actual story, the girls, there was two women working behind the counter, had an interesting conversation with me. And one of them, I could tell, was definitely coming on to me, but that's not important. The topic basically got into like gun control and things like that, and it was kind of interesting because I've never really had a conversation like this with females before. But anyway, we started talking about red flag laws. If you are not familiar with red flag laws, basically certain states have these laws available where somebody can just pick up the phone and call the police and say, hey, my neighbor, Billy Bob over here, he looks kind of funny. I don't know what's going on with him. He's acting funny. Maybe he's depressed. I don't know. He's acting like maybe he's not, happy. He's not mentally, stable. I don't know. And I know he has guns, and that's basically all you have to do to say to the cops, and they'll kick in your door, drag you out by your underwear, and take all your guns. And there's a process to get your guns back, but it's a real pain in the ass. You have to go through all these psychological evaluations and all this bullshit to prove that you're mentally fit to own firearms, and it's a pretty stupid law. But and I knew where this conversation was going to go, and I knew what this one fucking girl was going to say, and she did. She said exactly what I knew she was going to say, and she goes, wouldn't it be kind of twisted if, we did that to your ex-boyfriend or something like that? And I go, you fucking cunt. I knew you were going to say that. And it's crazy because, we know how women think. We know they're going to say those things, and I was right. She said it just exactly as I thought. But that's not the worst of the story. The other girl, she had to top that one, and boy did she. She apparently knew of this guy that lived in Las Vegas, but he used to live in Oregon. And when he lived in Oregon, he was with this girlfriend at the time that was crazy as shit. He was trying to break up with her. He couldn't get rid of her. All this drama and all this bullshit. And it got so bad to the point where he just packed up his stuff and disappeared, and he just left. He moved from Oregon to Las Vegas, and this was over 2 years ago, since the time that they broke up and he left. And apparently one day the cops came to his door and basically told him that he was being charged with domestic violence against his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend called the cops. This is 2 years after they broke up, 2 years after he moved and he's been living in Las Vegas, and said that he had beat her. And so the cops totally took her word, her false allegation, and arrested him and shipped him back to Oregon. And he has been sitting in a jail cell for over 6 months now, just waiting for trial, which I could not believe that when I heard that. I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit when she told me that. That was so fucked up. Can you imagine that? You if you've been in any sort of relationship ever in your life, what kind of risk you are at for these allegations. We all know about the Me Too bullshit for the sexual allegations, and none of us are safe, I guess, if we've ever had any sort of relationship with a woman in our history. And one thing that the girl at the store said was that the crazy ex-girlfriend was in the military, and they actually used that to kind of help her case. They said, "Oh, she's an upstanding citizen. She was in the military. I don't remember what branch. We need to defend her honor and support our military members." And what's fucked up is if you're a man and you're in the military, that's always used against you, especially in divorce courts. They try to say, "Oh, you're never home. You're out on other countries, out on base. You're a murderer. You're a war monger. You're you got PTSD. You're an evil military guy." That shit's always used against men, but for this woman, this crazy bitch, it was used to help her case. So I don't know, guys. It's a crazy world out there. That's just a story I wanted to share with you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Hope you guys can learn something from that, and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And if any of you guys ever feel like going to Las Vegas on some crazy bachelor night, I don't know. If you want to, do your thing, but I wouldn't recommend it. I've been there so many fucking times. I have family that lives there. I go there for work all the time. I can't stand the damn place. It's like hypergamy and female validation, like incarnate, right in your fucking face, all over the damn place. It's so fucking annoying. You got all these guys that are trying to out alpha all these other guys. It's just a pathetic shit show. I mean, it's cool to go there maybe for 2 days or so. That's about all. That's seriously it. Just 2 days. Check out the casinos or whatever, see what they're all about. But for the most part, I don't know. They're not my type of thing anyway. I don't gamble. I don't drink a whole lot. I don't know. Las Vegas to me is a big tourist trap. Just my recommendation. Just my 2 cents. There's lots of better shit you can go do. If you want to waste a bunch of money. Going to the Hoover Dam is actually really cool. If you do go to Vegas, that's one thing I highly recommend is go to the Hoover Dam. Fremont Street's kind of cool too. It's good for like people watching and just walking around looking at all the crazy idiots. And there's a few other things to do outside of Vegas, but anything on the Strip is kind of a shit show. But anyway, now if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, I always play a sample of what I call mgtow music on my mgtow videos. And just to let you guys know, I am up to over 200 songs on my playlist. I'm probably going to add about 50 more songs I'm working on. I already have on a list. I just haven't transferred them over to the playlist yet. So the playlist is growing, and it's coming along pretty well. So if you guys want to check out more mgtow music, I have links here in the video and also in the description. So today's mgtow music selection is appropriate for Las Vegas. It is Dean Martin, one of the members of the Rat Pack, with his song I'm Not the Marrying Kind, off of a single that was released for the movie Murderers Row. How appropriate. It was released in 1966 on Reprise Records. So enjoy.
It's always been my plan to stay single any way I can. I'm just a happy man, not the marrying kind, not the marrying kind. I'm not the marrying